What's up, Demystify Nation? This is Pat, back for another week of AI tips for trailblazers. This week, we're going to demo ChatGPT's Study and Learn, a new feature. So why don't we get to it? Share the screen. All right, so here we are. Screen is shared. To access the tool, you just come down and hit Study and Learn. As usual, I've never used this before, as you can see. It's a step-by-step guide, homework help, prep for tests, explore new subjects. Why don't we explore some new subjects to explain a topic to me? So just simple, looks like it had a couple things pop up. I'm guessing it's going to ask me, well, which topics do you want me to explain? You know what? Let's see here. We'll just dictate. I'd like to learn more about design, specifically UX and UI around web-based applications. I'm not very good with colors, shadows, and depth, so I'd like you to focus on those things. All right, so let's see how that worked. We'll see how my prompt came out. I'm just curious to see here what it produced. Okay, so we got a couple questions that came back to us. It's just one simple question. Which of these best describes you right now? I mostly write CSS by hand, no design tools yet. I tinker in Figma/Sketch, but feel lost when picking styles. I'm brand new to both CSS and design tools. So I'm not brand new to CSS. Like I understand the code part of it. It's more like literally the design piece. So why don't we just say I'm number 3. And you guys all saw what I put in. It really wasn't too much. I'm curious to see how this spits out like a study guide or example. So seeing color as a system, two most common. Okay. So it spit out essentially like, just really easy color table, primary surface and accent colors, which actually I knew what those were. It's literally the picking of the colors. That's what I can't do, Demystify Nation. Just not very good at that. My wife thinks I'm colorblind, but I can see colors. I assure her that all the time. All right, I did like this. They gave you a little mini activity with which to do. I kind of want to change topics. Why don't we learn about something that like data E as usual, just to change it up a little bit. Let's change the topic. And you teach, let's say, regress it, relate, capitalize to stuff. All right, I changed the topic a little bit. I'm just curious. I want to see kind of some math stuff. Like, will it give us example problems, and what else it'll do to kind of help teach us and at what level of regression too. Let's see here. Best fit curve. All right, so it's definitely trying to. I know I give my usual tip, ask questions for clarity, and it looks like it's already doing that. It's trying to understand like how much I know about this particular topic. So it came back with 2 questions this time. How comfy are you with the math bits below? Pick the closest. Bare bones algebra, some stats terms, already seen simple linear regression, and want to go beyond. So I'm a number 3, but I kind of want to just learn. Like if I had to bring somebody in and teach them, what would they do? So why don't we say we're number 1, bare bones algebra, and see what they say. I thought it was the second question, but it was just telling me what it was going to do next. So see what kind of a study guide the O3 model can come up with here. Great, let's think a regression line here. I already know y equals mx plus b. Okay, so it's giving us a simple example of just y equals mx plus b, algebra from junior high, which they might do earlier now, I don't know. And they kind of want to give you a quiz. So let's say, imagine you've collected a pair of numbers, X and Y. Say our studies is X and exam score is Y for a bunch of students. Those points rarely sit exactly on one perfect line, so regression's job is to find the single line, choose M and B, that comes closest to every point overall. Once we have that line, we can describe the relationship and then predict Y for new X variables. So which variable should be the independent predictor? The hours studied variables, well, yeah. So hours studied should be the independent variable because if you study more, you should get a better score. So the independent variable is hours studied and the dependent variable is exam score. So I'm hoping it takes this and kind of just builds a lesson from this. As exciting as I like statistics are, I know not many people do. Step 2. All right, so it's kind of going step by step here. This is kind of nice. It's explaining, the big idea and where that vertical line needs to go. Mini data set. Okay, so we won't plot this out. Um, Below is a mini data set plotted in your head or on scratch paper. So we got hours in the X column, scores in the Y column. Is it roughly a straight upward trend? It is, meaning the more hours that you study, the numbers kind of sequentially go up. So answer to one is yes. Two, pick the closest slope. 5.189.5. It's about 5. B. About 7 points per hour extra that you get. And now it's taking us through like how we can kind of tighten and refine this. This is pretty interesting. All right, I'm going to change topics one more time. I'm just curious to see how they do something that's like non-math or like non-writing. Why don't let's change topics. You know what? Sorry, I'll just talk into it like before. All right, we're going to change our prompt. Let's change topics. I'd like to learn more about how to make a television show. All right, nice and simple. I just want to see what it does. All right, so yeah, it's a much more complex topic, obviously. I've done some concepting and writing. Why don't we just start there? We'll start at the top and just see what it does. I'm curious just to see if it'll go through the same like kind of ask quiz questions, get to know me a little bit. Obviously, it just did with where I wanted to start. Okay. So just starting with a log line, it's really just, one sentence. It nails the idea of the show. Just if you had to describe a television show in one sentence, what is it? So why don't we do this? The Stranger Things example, their log line is when a young boy vanishes in a sleepy 80s town, his band of friends and a mysterious girl must face a secret government lab and a monstrous parallel world before their lives in the town are destroyed. Not bad. So I don't know. This is pretty good. It looks like it takes you through very simple examples on a variety of topics. Probably would have been nice to have when I was in high school and college, but oh well. Um, Hope you guys enjoyed that. Please try out the feature. Please like and share the video, and we'll be back next week for more AI tips for trailblazers.